It started with a dream, a vision in the late 1950s that Windermere would become one of the finest golf clubs in the province. While play began on the first 9 holes in August of 1958, all 18 holes were open for play in 1959. What has set Windermere apart from other courses is the membership. The members' ongoing passion and pride in their fabulous River Valley layout has been there right from the beginning.
My recollection of the club, of the course itself, was good right from the start. I don't remember that we had a difficult time playing the course. It didn't have as many trees as it has now, and of course it hasn't as much water. But I can't remember that we had trouble golfing.
The men were all volunteers, and they spent a lot of time planting trees and clearing the brush. And we, as lady members, we brought in chili and spaghetti and baked beans and so on, and buns. And so we fed the crew. And then after we celebrated and had our lunch, then we went out and played 9 holes.
First year we picked rocks off the fairways. This was a farm at that time. We planted most of the trees down here and between 1 and 2 and out to 14. You used to be able to stand at the clubhouse and see the people standing on 14T.
When the golf course was first built, remember they didn't have a huge budget. And in looking at it, when we started to strip it, basically they'd sold all the topsoil off this place to finance the building of the golf course originally. We've imported over 70,000 meters of topsoil from off-site to just give us 6 inches of topsoil all over the property just so we can grow grass.
I think the changes that they've done are just perfect, really.
An architect should design a golf course so that it's easily maintained and is not a burden on the membership as far as maintenance is concerned. Basically, number one on any golf course should be a reasonably calm and not too challenging a hole, because we want the golfers to, a lot of golfers come to a golf course, don't have time to warm up, etc. So you don't want to start them out with a tremendously difficult golf hole, which they're going to take a triple bogey and you've ruined the rest of their day. We've tried to lead the golfer into this golf course in terms of the flow of the degree of difficulty and the challenges. The second hole is a little more difficult. You have to place your tee shot. Being down the left side is the place to be, because the shot going into the green has that large tree on the right-hand side, which has always challenged everybody, and we've kind of kept that.
Number 3, would you suggest it plays a half a club longer than the actual yardage?
Yes, because it's uphill. And once again, there's not a whole bunch of options to run it in. You have to bring it in the air. There's more definition off the tee, and we make you play the hole honestly now. Before, the bunker was on the right-hand side, and now all the bunkers off the tee are on the left-hand side, which makes you play to the right, which is going to increase the length of the hole. And the second landing area certainly has more interest to it as far as where you place your second shot so that you can go into the green. Since it is the second par 3, it is a little more difficult, and that's the reason that 3 was not made a very long par 3. Once again, we're trying to lead the golfer into the round so that he's not confronted with huge challenges in the first couple of holes. Six, there's the second shot in there is certainly the most challenging looking type of thing from the top of the hill, but if you get it online and get it airborne, you're in good shape.
How difficult was it for you to look at flattening things out on number 7, because before everything rolled to the right off the tee?
It did, and more importantly than that, I think that the huge depression in front of the green was certainly something that caught a lot of people in as much as that they would get some very, very difficult lies when they thought they'd hit a pretty good shot for their second shot. I wanted to create a plateau type of green where you either hit the green or you were in trouble. In other words, in this situation here, there's going to be a lot more emphasis on being straight and accurate than distance. It's a relatively short hole in terms of you're hitting a short to a mid-iron maybe. And because the tee is higher than the green surface, we can expect the golf ball to stop quicker. So we tightened up the bunkering, we raised the green up, and so what we're saying here is not that you have to negotiate 150 or whatever yards. Wherever you hit it, you have to stick it and hold it.
Would you say that it plays easier or tougher than the old number 9?
I think tougher, yeah.
Because of the second shot, or?
Yes. For a couple of reasons. Number one, I think that the tee shot with the bunker at the landing area certainly puts a little more emphasis on the tee shot or the value of the tee shot. But more importantly, the green is so much bigger. It's not being on the green, it's being where you are on that green, because you could 3-putt that very easily if the pin was in the back and you were in the front. And once again, try to lead them to the back 9 with a relatively easy more than a 1 handicap. You're going to play that hole or want to play